drivers on PCH. And a warning about customers' deposits at several major banks. Will have details on the slowdown being reported today.
Years peeling with an array of active. It's good medicine.
This is KCAL News, Los Angeles.
And welcome to KCAL News at 11 on CBS Los Angeles and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Marcy. A Temecula man convinced to 15 years a short time ago for the sentencing, and prosecutors said she overdosed and died. Contained fentanyl. She overdosed and died 3 years ago. Romero was convicted of second-degree murder. This was the first of 25 fentanyl death cases here in California to go to trial. We'll have much more on the sentencing and the statements read in court coming up on KCAL News at noon. Two Southern California families are breathing a sigh of relief this morning. Their loved ones are among the 70 Americans to make it out of war-torn Gaza. KCAL News reporter Rick Montanez is at LA City Hall with what it took to escape.
One of those people is a Los Angeles City employee. He works in the General Services Division and had been visiting his elderly mother in Gaza when the war broke out. LA Mayor Karen Bass says when her office found out last week that he was stuck in Gaza, she and her staff began working with the State Department and the White House to get him across the border.
It has been a source of tremendous turmoil and pain. Speaking with his son, his father had gone to northern Gaza to visit his mother, and when he was told to evacuate, he evacuated to the south. He went to Rafah, and then he wasn't able to get across the border.
We've also learned of another Southern California woman trapped in the war zone. She too has just escaped to Egypt. Naela Al-Sharafa was visiting her family in Gaza when the attacks began. From Chicago, her son tells us she had tried to cross the border into Egypt 5 different times since the war broke out, but it was either shut down or just too busy. Yesterday, he finally got the phone call with the news she had escaped, but the celebration did not last long.
She was crying when I first spoke to her. I mean, there was a sense of relief that I had when she left, when she was able to get out finally. But at the same time, you know, slowly that that relief and happiness withered away when we started realizing we have a lot of families still in Gaza.
That is the sentiment for so many families still worried about their loved ones stuck in Gaza. As for these two families, they're still trying to work out the details to get their loved ones home here to Southern California. In downtown LA, Rick Montanez, KCAL News.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken returned to Israel, where he reiterated support for the close U.S. ally, while also pressing Israel to do everything it can to protect Palestinian civilians in Gaza. KCAL News reporter Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
At a news conference in Tel Aviv, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken reminded the world of the brutality of the Hamas terror attacks on October 7th, telling the story of 2 young boys in Israel.
Where's Daddy? One says. The other says, they killed Daddy. Where's my mommy? And then the terrorist comes in and casually opens the refrigerator and starts to eat from it. That's what we're dealing with.
The secretary once again pledged support for Israel while also stressing the importance